Hello, everybody. My name is Julian Conover. I'm in Group 2, and the primary document that I'm analyzing is the Survey of Middle Income and Low Rent Housing Needs and Demands in Albany. This housing survey was conducted by the New York State Division of Housing and Community Renewal in 1962. The purpose of the survey was to address the City of Albany's growing need for middle-income housing. In 1961, Governor Rockefeller created a team called the Temporary State Commission on the Capital City. The purpose of this team was to analyze the areas of the city's strengths and weaknesses. Governor Rockefeller wanted to improve this area and wanted Albany, the oldest community in the United States, to be a source of pride. This team found housing for the middle class to be an area of weakness within the city. The city of Albany was at a decline at this time. Less families and middle-income working-class people were staying. The city needed growth and vitality and had to prove to be an ideal place for business and economic stability. There had to be provisions made to revamp the deterioration of the downtown area in hopes to increase the population once again. Along with finding housing as a weakness, the Temporary State Commission aided in obtaining funds through the New York State Legislative to begin the South Mall project. This is a $20 million fund to improve a 40-block area of the city, including residential as well as business dwellings. To get a more clear idea of the magnitude of need for housing, this survey was developed. The majority of the working class in the city of Albany were state employees. It was the best start there to begin to assess what they actually needed. The city of Albany's largest group of working people are New York State government employees. This questionnaire was sent to 20,000 of these employees in this area. Over 1/4 of them were returned. The results were divided into two groups, both those living in the city and those who lived outside of the city. Those living in the city of Albany accounted for the responses of about 1/3 of the families were unhappy with their current housing. Many of them stated that they were currently seeking other housing options. The others who seemed happy with their housing in response to the survey stated that they would be interested in moving into middle-income rental units. The employees that responded to the survey that were living outside of the city of Albany had a greater response to the survey than their inner-city coworkers. The majority of these responses demonstrated a desire to move into the city of Albany if affordable rent units were an option. Consistent with the other responses, about 1/3 expressed dissatisfaction with their current housing. This survey happened in 1962, but it is my opinion that it's unlikely to happen today. I think the middle class or working class is often forgotten. Government programs for the poor exist, and the upper middle class and upper class don't need the help. Our government today should create a task force to support the middle class. It is often seemed as if we are forgotten about. Another point is that in the 1960s, Governor Rockefeller was interested in fostering pride into the city and community. He wanted Albany to be a staple, an example, a leader, and to use the attention to motivate other cities to do better. Unfortunately, New York most fosters pride in the face of adversity or tragedy in our state. It would be better for us all if we didn't wait for something bad to happen to prove our greatness. What do you think that we should do as a state in order to better ourselves? Should we wait for tragedy, or should we take steps on a regular road?